I'm Jeremy Gerber. I'm one of the co-owners of the Roadster shop and a large part of the chassis design. So what we have here is our Spec C10 chassis, and this is part of our Slam Spec lineup. So this is a chassis that comes standard with airbag suspension, and the ride height has been designed to lay the rockers, lay the pinch welds on the ground with a large wheel and tire combination. So it's the most extreme ride height that you're going to get in the industry, hands down. So designing this chassis, we sort of worked backwards with this one. We developed it by adjusting the body mounts, adjusting the frame rail, so that the body comes down to a point where you can actually lay those pinch welds right down on the ground. To get that super low ride height with this chassis, it's all in the rail design. It's the front and rear kickups, the suspension cradles, all the rear suspension geometry. Everything has been built with the low stance in mind. The engineering behind it allowed us to get all that suspension to work within its optimal operating range versus a lot of the bolt-on products. You're articulating that suspension, you're taking it out of its original operating range and putting it into a ride height where it wasn't originally intended to be. So your camber curves are changing, your alignment specs are changing. What happens with these trucks is that you can buy a front suspension unit, you can buy a variety of different bolt-ons for it, airbag conversions. What you can end up with is, pricing that nearly doubles the cost of this chassis, and you're still left with your flimsy old C10 perimeter frame. So anybody who's had a C10 up on a two-post lift would know that those trucks, they basically just open up like a tin can. There's no structure to them. So we've given you the structure, we've given you the performance, and most of all, it's just an easy piece to install in your truck. The truck, it's a larger wheelbase unit. They tend to get driven hard, put away wet type of deal. So we built it to just be, indestructible really. If you look at the rear suspension, you can see our massive lower forebars. It's a three-piece laser cut design. Everything's poly bushed in the back. Unique eccentric adjuster in the rear. So pinion angle, wheelbase, all super adjustable. In my eyes, it's the total package. It's just meant to work. It's meant to sit low, ride low. There's nothing hanging beneath the chassis. And the advantage to it is that when you roll into the parking lot or you roll into the cruise night, you can dump that thing right down on the ground, and you're going to achieve the cool guy status. You're going to have the lowest car in the show.